When someone comes and asks me for a commission, I think that in most cases they've seen work that I've done before and they like my work and they have something in mind that they've envisioned. I look at it as a collaboration that I might have the skills and the know-how and they have the idea, and it's sort of a dream becoming a reality. Julia and I met probably 5-6 years ago, and as it turns out I was having a studio sale and invited her to come. She did end up coming, and that started a long relationship. During that time she would always talk about this wool that she had gathered from her goats. So she gave me these 3 cartons of cashmere wool from her goats and said, please bring it to your studio, I'd like you to make something for me. When Julia and I first started talking about doing this commission, she was talking about having a piece that was white on white. Because the wool was all white and there was a tiny bit of brown. And so when we looked at the wool, I said, well, gee, you know, for having brown and white, maybe I could try dyeing a little bit of the color and see what happens. And when she first saw the first skein, she said, wow, that's really beautiful. So we started getting into color, and color is my thing. We looked at outside her window, and she has a beautiful pond with these tall pines, and decided that that would be the perfect design for the piece. I think from to this point, from the design stage until now, I think I've been working on this about 5 months. And this is the punch needle hook that I'm threading the cashmere into. And then I go, this is a monk's cloth cotton backing, and I'm going in every hole in between the strands of the cotton and punching through to the other side. And the shaft of the needle stops it, so I have even height loops on the other side. Most days I'm standing up with my hand up in the air, or both hands up in the air, and it's physically very demanding. Working with the color and dyeing the wool has been a pleasure, and I've really enjoyed it, and I can see using the same technique and the same type of yarn on smaller projects. It's a new process for me. I've never done the punch hooking on such a large scale. Well, I hope when Julia looks at this piece that she just commissioned, that she'll think back to all the years that she lived on this property with her husband, the beautiful landscape, and seeing the goats grazing in the pasture, and I think that brought her a lot of pleasure. So I'm hoping when she looks at this, she'll remember those days, and she'll have enjoyment of seeing the wool that she cared for all those years finally being made into something that she can enjoy.